Hi, guys. Hey, Scorpios, welcome. All right, we start out with the Prince of Swords. Swift action taking. Thoughts are flying a mile a minute. Spiral staircases of thoughts leading up to locked doors. Picturing how I'm going to pick that lock to get the information. I feel like somebody has got a scattered mind today because they're actually firing on all cylinders. This could be really positive. They're thinking about like problem solving. They're coming up with unique ideas. They're thinking about travel plans. They're thinking about baking muffins. They're thinking about playing chess. Everything is about strategy and ideas, and it's all flooding into a character's mind today. Princess of Wands. That would be the Page of Wands. It's because somebody has all kinds of exciting ideas about what they want their next adventure to look like. And it's like they want to do every kind of preparation all at once. This could be somebody who's just like really starting to live their best life, maybe. We got a Six of Cups sideways. Okay, it could be more than one person. Could be that somebody is excited and happy today because they've met a soulmate. The soulmate could be feeling the exact same way. You know, sometimes when we meet somebody and we get kind of, I don't know, we just get excited about our lives. We get excited to see them, to talk to them. We met somebody and it just makes our heart a little bit lighter. It makes us, kind of thrilled. Like, oh, I got somebody that I'm thinking of. I got somebody who's inspiring me today. Four of Cups. Hold up. That Four of Cups is illusions, missed opportunities. That's not the way we started. Nine of Wands in the reverse. So it's actually, this is a terrific message. What they're saying is, I'm feeling rejuvenated. I'm feeling like all of a sudden, because I encountered somebody, or I'm talking to somebody, I got a text from somebody, or I'm getting a message from somebody. I'm excited again. I feel happy. I'm wondering if it's that Scorpio has written to somebody, and Scorpio may not know this because this would be our Scorpio card so far, right? The Six of Cups. They could have written a message to a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, a Leo, Sag, or Aries. But it could be like Scorpio does not know it, but they just made this person's day, week, month, year. I'll be there for you. Sorry, I'm thinking of the Friends song. Maybe this is just friends reaching out to each other, but it's like, never underestimate how important your message could be to another person. Never underestimate that. And I think that's exactly what we have here, is that Scorpio is sending like a message of, reaching out. Hey, how are you? Friendship message, love message, whatever it is. They are sending a message to somebody, and it's just totally lifting this person's energy flow. They're like, oh my God, all the other disappointments, missed opportunities don't even matter because I just heard from my Scorpio. My Scorpio just invited me someplace. My Scorpio just reached out to me. This could be a family member. This could be a friend. This could be a lover. This could be anything. It is probably someone that there's good nostalgia with, though. Maybe it's just this person never thought Scorpio would talk to them again. Let me ask, who is this? That it does look like it's Scorpio interacting with them. We have the Devil. Okay, they could be somebody that like Scorpio's like, oh man, they always get me into trouble. Look at him. It's like, we got in big trouble again. How come I always let you get me into big trouble? I don't know why this feels like mischief. This person could be, they could be the Devil. We got the Two of Wands in the reverse. Scorpio's like, yeah. They sometimes we're pretty toxic together. But in fact, okay, lots of times, yeah, that's been what happened. Yeah, I can't deny that. But I still had to reach out to him. Scorpio, what do you want from this person? The World in the reverse. I don't want it to be over. Well, they don't want it to be over either. This could be somebody Scorpio had a rip-roaring fight with. Let's not say that it's romance. Let's say this is like the sibling that you fight with every damn time you talk. But you love that freaking sibling. You don't want to have a fight with them where you never talk, because honestly, you'd miss fighting with them. This, honestly, I'm making a lighthearted energy out of this because it is kind of funny. It is kind of, in that, we humans, we can love somebody that we still get into trouble with, or love somebody that we tend to argue with. But damn, they're my soulmate. They're a part of my soul group. I don't want them to not be in my life. So, of course, I'm still going to reach out to them. I don't want this to be over. Queen of Swords upright. I got to say, they feel the exact same way. Their third eye is open. They know how important Scorpio is to them too. But I really feel like this is somebody who was kind of thinking, I may never hear from Scorpio again. And then they do. And they're like, I know exactly how Scorpio feels. I know we've had toxic times together. I know all that, but they want to talk and I want to talk. And I really want to be more truthful from here on out. Or I really also want to get things right this time. It feels very hopeful that somebody really wants things to be better between them and Scorpio. High Priestess in the reverse. I don't know that Scorpio will necessarily see this change coming from this person, but I kind of just think, with as thrilled as they are to be able to talk to Scorpio again. Prince of Cups. Scorpio may not see this coming, but they may have changed their tune. It's like, if the fact that Scorpio is willing to give me one more chance, I'm not going to blow it. I want to change the way I'm doing things. I want to be more open, more honest. I know Scorpio probably doesn't believe that I'm capable of that, but the fact that they'd still be willing to even reach out to me or even still show me that they care about me at all, this is more than a gift I had hoped for. So I'm actually going to, in this storyline, this is somebody who's going to be turning over a new leaf. I feel like they have a ton of gratitude that Scorpio would still deal with them at all. And this is them, wanting to show that, that Prince of Cups, that, I'm moving forward with this emotional offer. I want Scorpio to know. God, Three of Swords. There's also like a significant amount of like, I want to offer you something for any pain or hurt I caused you. I really think that this character has had time to think about their own actions. And although they maybe didn't come finding Scorpio to be like, hey, will you take me back? Instead, it seems like Scorpio has reached out to them in this storyline. And look, I kind of think Scorpio was intentionally reaching out to them. Like, this is the doorway that I'm opening. If they want to tell me anything real, they could. But I still don't think Scorpio would expect them to be trying to show a change. And maybe to be like, this person comes across as very much acknowledging, I know that this has been a nightmare, and I know you've tolerated a bunch of my mistakes again and again. I don't know if Scorpio was married to this person, because we've got these streamers like just married, or if this was like, we've had fireworks and these are just the, burned out fireworks. This is like, you have saved me from, stepping off a cliff a time or two. I have had a ton of regrets. I almost feel like this is somebody who has burned down the connection a time or two. I don't know if they were struggling. Maybe this is like, somebody who had some addictions or something like that. And they're just like, God, Scorpio has like pulled me back from the brink a time or two. And I know I still brought a lot of grief to them. But the fact that they would even still talk to me, oh my God, I'm determined. I'm turning over a new leaf. What's nice is this is not because Scorpio said you need to. In fact, Scorpio said, I think this person's toxic. But there is a reason I still, I can't help it. I still want to be able to just say hello to them from time to time. I don't think this is Scorpio like enabling somebody. I don't think this is Scorpio saying, I just want to go back to somebody toxic. Scorpio might have only been intending to say, I could never hate you. We've had some really tough times. We definitely, I haven't always been my best. You definitely haven't been your best. I get all that, but we don't have to be enemies. And for them, it's like, I can't believe that Scorpio would still even be willing to talk to me. This is amazing. They really have a sense of like humbleness, and they have a desire to change if they exhibited toxic behavior. I would say that's pretty remarkable, because they want to do better because they want to. Two of Pentacles, Three of Cups. They are so determined to win Scorpio back. They're so determined to show Scorpio a better version. Like, I can merge with you. I can, mesh with you this time, Scorpio. You'll see I'm different now. And it's not that Scorpio was saying like, hey, you need to do this better or different. I really think they think Scorpio does not expect them to be making any changes. Instead, maybe that's what's so humbling. It's like, Scorpio still accepts me even if I've been flawed or kind of a hot mess, and they still care enough about me to be like, look, I'm not going to pretend it's not toxic, but it doesn't mean that I hate you or that I never want to talk to you again. I don't see this as Scorpio saying, hey, let's go ahead and be together, even though we're just horrible together. This, I was laughing before because it was more lighthearted. Now on their side, this is not lighthearted at all. This is them really wanting to make a significant change. I feel like they're very humbled by the fact that the Scorpio would even still talk to them, but they are the ones determined to make something better. I hope they really do. Scorpio deserves somebody who really pours their energy in and really wants it to be better. Let's just ask, what's the message from the universe to Scorpio? Page of Swords. Pay close attention to someone's behavior. Pretend it's a new beginning, a new day. Do they have follow through? Do the things that they say match up to the things that they're doing? Because if Scorpio sees significant change in them, maybe bit by bit, they can stop thinking about this person as, toxic, and instead see this person as like, wow, they're actually, something is different about the way they're doing things. Everybody can turn over a new leaf if they choose to. Everybody can. But this just says, if Scorpio notices the significant differences in them, Scorpio might be able to start seeing them in a slightly different light. And to be fair, to give somebody a chance to evolve and become a better version of themselves or get control of whatever, their struggles were. This actually looks super, super positive, but it still says it's a slow process to rebuild that trust. Scorpio does not need to quickly assume okay, well, they're all different now, so it's going to be perfect. No, this person could still be super toxic. Who knows? But it just says to watch carefully and slowly and see how things go, really observe what changes they're trying to implement. All right, I'm going to leave that there. You guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.